Hey, what's up guys? The ranked 24 player in the world has suspiciously slithered to the top of Clash Royale with the newly buffed big cards. Practically everyone in the game is playing slow decks like Pekka or fast-moving cycle decks with a ton of bait cards. Since this deck has a super cheap 2.6 elixir cycle, you run circles around Pekkas and they can never keep up with you. If they drop any high elixir cost card in the back, you simultaneously spam both sides and they can say goodbye to one of their towers. Any cheap distractions that they have for the prince will get swooped up by the Goblin curse and converted to goblins so you can gobble up the tower even quicker. The cheesiest play with this deck is using Prince or Suspicious Push to go on offense, and then Goblin cursing on distractions and immediately get goblins raged up on their tower. This surprises opponents and gives them no time to react with cards that are up close and personal. Goblin curse can now kill skeletons and bats by itself, and with rage it can clean up goblins and goblin gang. It's finally playable in the competitive meta, and this is the best deck to use it. Let's swiftly cycle goblins, curse our opponents, and assert dominance. And powerful Prince love to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to support the channel. All right, hi to die is this guy's name. Dang. Is he gonna say hi and then just immediately die? Is that how it's gonna work? Because I am most certainly not gonna lose my tower here, brother. I'm gonna immediately go in for a Prince, and if it jumps over the river like this, its travel distance is really dramatically increased. Oh wait, we can use the Goblin curse immediately. Oh my gosh, 5 goblins forcing out a log and countering the bats. If we go Dark Goblin here, I wonder if we're going to be able to evade the Firecracker. Not quite. We do also take a shot on our tower. So a pretty bad start for us. It looks like we are dying. Not very fun. But it is what it is. We'll bounce back. We'll go Goblin Barrel here with Skeletons, and we can go in for a Rage or a Curse. I think it's probably going to be better to chill. Generally, Curses are better against Skeletons than not Goblins, so we're not going to do that there. Also, we can go for a Sus Bush at the bridge. It's a bit more fast than he's used to seeing, so we'll see how it goes. If he goes in for bats, so obviously we're going to go for a curse. Seriously, you're going to go Firecracker later? Oh, okay. All right, sure. I mean, we amplify our damage on the Hog Rider with that curse, so it's definitely worth it. And look at the Sus Bush damage that I got. That was so much more than his Hog Rider.
Oh my god! What a masterpiece!
That's awesome. Wait, the King Tower activation helped out as well because we were able to clean up the Hog Rider a bit faster. Also, I think it's going to be in my best interest to go Goblin Gang in the back because you'll still only hit one of the goblins. The Golden Knight doesn't see the goblins consistently or anything in the back. If you drop a Swarm card behind the Golden Knight, it will miss reliably. There's no way! How did that Firecracker die to Spear Goblins? Wait, we gobbled up a Golden Knight and a Firecracker with a Goblin Gang. Guys, that is crazy. Isn't Goblin Gang supposed to get countered by both of those cards? That's insane. Anyway, I'm going to go Goblin Curse next time. I was too busy celebrating our success to actually deal with that. All right, we're going to go for a Prince here and then also go Dark Goblin. Prince should be able to pummel that. If not, the Dark Goblin's going to put in some work. The beautiful thing about this deck is the dual lane pressure that it exudes. Though, obviously, he doesn't want to go in for anything on the Dark Goblin, but he kind of has to. He ate so much damage because of that. And then I think he'll probably go in for a Hog Rider plus Firecracker push yet again because it worked out so well from the last time. So I think it's in our best interest to go in for a Curse here and then Rage. You want to go Curse first. So then if you Curse, obviously, then anything that you kill inside will then also end up getting turned into a Goblin. So you want to Curse before you go in for the other spell. It's just a little bit better that way, and it's more reliable to get the guaranteed Goblins. It's insane that it already worked in the very first game that we played, locking onto the tower and being the finishing blow dealer. Insane. Also, we can Rage here. Dark Goblin's not dead yet somehow. What is this Dark Goblin doing? That's insane. All right, Golden Knight, miss again. Yes, sir. Let's go. This is hysterical. Is he not going to take my tower here? There's actually a shot that we are able to defend everything. All right, we're going to Rage. We have 6 seconds remaining, so all we need to do is stop his Firecracker from hitting our tower because there's no shot of Golden Knights breaking through. Let's go! Goblin Gang on defense is goated, even in the face of absurd splash damage of Golden Knight and Firecracker. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of miraculous that his tower died to the Goblin Curse. First time playing that card after the buff, and it hits hard, especially with the double small spells with Goblin Curse and Rage. Instead of killing cards slower with the Goblin Curse, the Rage immediately finishes them off, turns them into goblins before the opponent's ready. And as an added benefit, your goblins are raged up, so they deal a ton of damage. And we've galvanized our our group of goblins to rush up the ranks to 3,800 in the world. All right, this dude's got the Dagger Duchess banner, but he's playing Princess Tower. So a little bit unfortunate. I love overwhelming Dagger Duchesses and piling on pressure. Anyway, we're gonna go for a Goblin Gang here and immediately go in for a Prince on the cannon card. That is an extreme amount of elixir allocated by our opponent. Oh, Goblin Curse. It's time to rumble. How many goblins are we allowed to get here? That's insane. We have a Goblin army. This is crazy. Did we just win with the curse immediately? That's cracked. Cracked out of its mind. All right, we're gonna rage depending on what he does. Oh, you already know we are 1,000,000,000% raging our goblins. Holy bush goblins putting in work. Oh, it's so much fun to play this deck with Rage and Goblin Curse. Because you have multiple small spells, you could also play Cannoneer if you wanted. Actually, most people in the top 200 are using Cannoneer over Princess Tower. I just personally prefer playing Princess Tower just because I'm more comfortable with it. But if you want to copy the best players in the world, they all are running Cannoneer. So then you bait out your opponent's bait cards directly into the Cannoneer, and then you swoop them up with a Goblin Curse, and it's kind of like a mouse trap. So yeah, it's a Tom and Jerry, but featuring something pretty more scary.
In me power.
A lot more scary, actually. All right, so not good for us. I think we let that lock on, and then we go Goblin Gang afterwards, because if we do anything else, I mean, he could pop ability, but I don't think he will. Also, we can go in for a Suspicious Bush here. Prioritize killing his actual support cards, because those can take my tower, and the Mortar won't. Has he not learned anything? Has he not learned his lesson out here? How many goblins are we about to get? 3 more. This is ridiculous that he's giving me this. He just wants to speedrun losing his tower or something. All right. I didn't know that was your type of thing, man, but I'm ready. We're piling on the pressure and spanking your tower silly. So I think we can maybe go in for like a Suspicious Bush here, Goblin Barrel, and take a second tower. He's definitely not taking any of ours, though. Wait, can we get a 3-crown out here? I think it's possible. I'm going to go Goblin Barrel, Prince, Evolve Skeletons, and see if we can roll with it. There's no doubt this guy's going to try to all-in me, and he might not be prepared. The Prince plus the Rage on the 3-crown. Come on. We had it in the bag. That match exemplifies how easy it is to pulverize bait. With double small spells, that matchup is miserable for them. Since my pro player friends are telling me to switch to Cannoneer, I think I should make the switch. I'm just going out of my element and experimenting with something that I usually don't do. So in this specific deck, maybe Cannoneer is still good, even though I've been trashing it the entire time. We're jumping right into it again, and let's see what this guy's got. We can go for a Sus Bush. We can maybe go in for an aggressive King Tower activation with the Prince. No, I missed it. Even though the Cannoneer fires slower, I'm still stupid, and I mess up the King Tower activation. I guess I thought, since it fired slower, that I would have more time to activate King Tower and do like a further back placement, but I guess not. Also, matching into someone with minions and Mega Minion is interesting. What the? Dude, what are you cooking? You crazy person. All right, we're gonna go Goblin Curse so we can get some goblins real quick, so we can everlasting defense here, even if he drops a small spell. Then we'll kill a minion, it'll get turned into a goblin, and then we'll distract the rest of his minions. I thought the guy would probably go for a small spell with that Hog Rider, because most people, when they go in for Hog Rider, they'll go for a Firecracker or some other type of support card that has splash damage to kill your goblins. Anyway, I'm gonna go Sus Bush here, and then I think we can go in for a Goblin Barrel on the other side. Reason why we're doing this is we already have the Sus Bush getting pushed by the Prince, so we have a derpy push rolling in the right. Oh, if I raged, I might have been able to kill the Valkyrie. Wait, we still did! The Valkyrie didn't kill the Bush Goblins! What the heck? That's an insane interaction. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have ever seen that before, because that is the first time that I've seen Bush Goblins surpass a Valkyrie. I mean, it was with the help of the Prince, but still, pretty funny. I'm going to go Goblin Gang here, and then I can go through with a Rage and Goblin Curse, and I think we kill these minions, maybe. So we're going to go Goblin Curse first, and then we're going to Rage. Yo, look at that. Free real estate, my dude. If that Prince charges... Oh, we charged him 4 elixir in the cost of the freeze, so I guess that is charging just in a different way. Okay, we can split Evolve Skeletons, we can go Sus Bush, we can go Goblin Barrel at the same time, and we just want to drop everything here. We want to be an absolute maniac. So our strategy here hinges on the fact that he doesn't know what the heck is happening, because I don't even know what's happening. So this is a lot of stuff going, dude. What you gonna do when the skeletons come for you? Okay, so we're gonna Rage. Because we have raged up goblins in his face, it's more fun. And then we're gonna go in for a Goblin Gang here as well. So we're gonna take some damage from this Firecracker, but it's not the end of the world yet. Wait, does that activate King? That was kind of close. What the firecracker missed? Okay, all right, redemption arc, redemption arc, redemption arc. King Tower activation. We got him, guys, ladies and gentlemen. What? Bro, there's no way you got freeze with a Hog Rider deck. Oh my goodness, and balloon too. What am I playing into? What is this game? All right, we have to go in for skeleton surround here on the firecracker, and then I think we got to keep going in for aggressive plays because, I mean, there's just really not much that I can do besides this. All right, we're going to Hog Rider counter with a Goblin Gang ideally. He's going to freeze me, right? All right, let's go Curse and Rage. Maybe we win with this. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All right, we're going to go in, and do we win? Not yet. Not yet, guys. We got to go Goblin Barrel. We have all of our stuff just playing in slow motion as we finally cause a commotion on the tower and collect the crown. So I'm glad we were able to bring this guy down because his deck was incredibly creative and in the scary way. I did not want to play against a Balloon Freeze Hog Rider deck. All right, it's time to make this sun fall. It is time to stand tall with our skeletons and actually shut down the princess first shot. That's insane. I got lucky here. Let's go. All right. Oh no, I wanted to do a curse. Well, I still can curse. I still can curse. Is this gonna work? What? Oh, my Goblin army too strong. The amount of creative, stupid plays that you can do with this deck is unrivaled. There aren't that many decks in the game that allow you to play like that. It's a very fun video to record because 90% of the meta right now is just annoying decks, like whether it's a Balloon Freeze deck or a Pekka deck with an evolution. It's like the same thing you guys have been seeing for a while. But this deck just operates at an entirely different capacity of spam. And it uses a card that just got a buff. So, I mean, it's nice to showcase cards that deserve to be played more, just like the Goblin Curse. And this is really the only deck that I found to be successful in. I'm sure there's other decks you could use it, but the damage amplification is super low. So you don't really want to drop Goblin Curse by itself unless it's paired with the Rage. If you drop it with the Rage, then you can swoop up a bait card, kill their bait card, get it converted to a Goblin, and then Rage it up simultaneously. So it's really good when you can kill a card with the Rage paired with other stuff, but don't often do it unless I'm in a situation like this where he's dropping a bait card where, like, yeah, I can do it there. But if it's like a more drawn out fight, you typically will end up getting bad interactions if you don't combine it with a Rage. Okay, we're just going to go Goblin Gang here and then go Goblin Barrel and then possibly get away with Evolved Skeletons afterward. A little bit sketch, but we got to drop our Skeletons in the back so they don't die. And man, this is not looking good. But it's Win-a-Bubble. It's Win-a-Bubble. He's not happy, or maybe he's, I don't know. I don't know if he's happy or not. I can't tell. I don't even know what this guy's doing. He's a wild child, to say the least. So we're going to get some Skeletons sprinkled in with some Goblins, and maybe, oh baby, oh baby. Yo, we're going to rage on the princess to make him angry. Let's get it. Holy heck, wait, do we have a 3 crown in store? Give me more, please. I need it. For my sanity, I need to collect the 3 crown. Let's go! He's clapping as he got clapped. I feel like his mental just snapped. When you get 3 crown by a single 1 elixir card that's gotten multiple iterations of nerfs, you are not having a good time. No matter how many times Clash Royale bops Evolved Skeletons with the nerf hammer, there's still going to be a contender to 3 crown. This guy's got Witch in the banner with a Cannoneer, and I was going to peg him as a giant graveyard player, but he's already spontaneously spamming a Goblin Barrel, so... Or Skeleton Barrel, sorry. So not the deck that I thought it would be. Ooh, is it going to be Mega Knight? Yeah, Skeleton Barrel and Spear Goblins makes me think Mega Knight, so... I'm going to use the Curse because we can get Goblins directly on top of the Cannoneer, and the Cannoneer doesn't have good removal, so that's a fun technique to do. Also, I can activate King Tower with a Goblin Barrel and then Skeletons. If you guys have ever done this before, it is probably one of my favorite plays to do in Clash. So that is good. And then we can go for a Dark Goblin to clean up the bats. So we have a brilliant start against this bro, and you guys already know he's going to try to pulverize us quick. He will be able to shut down the Dark Goblin, but it's not bad because we have enough elixir to allocate the Goblin Gang as well. So... I think it's good for us to go in for a sus bush because it's harder for him to counter this without dropping bait cards. And if he drops bait cards, then we can go in for a Goblin Curse and a Rage and then just take over his tower. That's the strategy here. I'm going to see what bait cards he's going to drop. Yep, that's it. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. You are going to get cooked. I knew that would happen. So whenever people don't have anything besides Zap, they're not going to Zap on top of the tower and also Zap on top of your Bush Goblins because the Bush Goblins do too much. They're way too strong and they're resilient. So he's going to drop bait cards, and then he gives you the opportunity to just nag them up and say what's up. That's what we do. All right, we're going to go in for curse here. He'll probably zap, and I don't care because then we get free goblins, and then we seize the day and rue the day for him. So obviously want to just keep up the pressure here, and I'll win the game. So with a minute remaining, there's no way for him to break through with a Mega Knight. I just use Prince on defense every time. Anytime he drops a bait card, we kill it with Rage or Goblin Curse.
Whaley has landed several of those inside low kicks.
Unbelievably easy victory. We snagged a second tower to assert utter dominance, and this guy didn't even take one. He's struggling to do damage on a single tower, but we're about to freaking 3-crowd him. But as you guys can see, if you hate Mega Knight, this might be the deck for you. If you dislike playing against bait decks as well, you get free wins against them every time. This bait deck cannibalizes all its other bait brothers. Simply the superior bait. Yo, this guy's got the Z's in the clan. It's time to put him to sleep real easily. We're gonna go in for our suspicious bush in the right, and I think we can maybe go in for a Prince. I'm pondering on the best possibility of dropping our Prince every time we can, but it's not necessarily the best play if you are already getting suspicious bush damage. You might want to wait for your opponent's counter push. Yeah, now we're playing against Pekka. So this is the most dominant deck in the game right now. Pekka is still played at the #1 spot most frequently, so it's hard to beat when you don't have a building. So just something to keep in mind. It isn't always easy to win against. We're going to wait for that to lock, and then we're going to drop our Goblin Gang off to the side. I don't know if you guys noticed what I did there, but if I dropped my Goblin Gang into the Doctor ability, I would have guaranteed lost the game, and I wouldn't have been able to defend at all. So that was the best defense I could have done. Maybe I could have dropped something away, so then the skeletons were able to tank a little bit longer, but I'm not too pressed. I'm proud of how I played that. And then the Prince hits the tower too, so kind of still back in the game, you know? It's just difficult defending against a Pekka with other cards that are supplementing it, because if they got all that stuff in one side and then you don't have a building, they're guaranteed damage. Something to keep in mind. We're trying to cycle back to evolve skeletons here. Maybe we can get some value with that. Always want to go opposite lane right now because I think we can take the right-hand tower relatively easily. The bomber does get one-shots, so that's pretty good. No good answer for him right now, so I can go for like a Prince, and evolved skeletons will be coming down soon for us. We will snag a lot of damage on the right side, I think. So I think it's in my best interest to go fake Goblin Barrel on the right with a Prince that's charging, real Goblin Barrel on the left, and then Rage with this, because if he doesn't defend the left side, he's just going to lose the entire tower. Like, that is straight up insane. You lost an entire health tower, my guy. If he doesn't defend the left side, he's just going to lose the entire tower. Like, that is straight up insane. So that's how we like to outplay him. He thinks he's won, I think. He'll probably Pekka with this, or maybe he thinks he's lost. I'm not sure. But with Evolve Pekka, there's a chance that he just comes back with one push. Like, I have to play really, really well to defend this. I'm going to try to go Prince as early as I possibly can so we can cycle back to another one, since it is a really robust card, so it won't die to Evolve Pekka near as often. He's going to Pekka with this, and it's going to be annoying. Yeah, I think I lost. This is the difficult situation. This is where it's really, really hairy and scary to defend. So I'm going to go for a Rage here as well. I'm going to get a Goblin Gang down lower, and then I'm going to get back to another Prince so we can pull back his cards and then evolve skeletons later. So this is what we need to do. If we don't get these Evo skeletons down on the evolved Pekka, we lose. It's just so easy for him to build up a monstrous push that we can't defend. I'm going to go Sus Bush with a Goblin Barrel here. And because I was able to cycle multiple Princes, we were able to pull off the defense. You just need to prioritize cycling double Princes on those type of plays where your opponent is able to take a tower and go towards your 3. And you can soak up more damage with a card that has more HP that won't die to small spells, or like an Electro Spirit, Bomber, Ram Rider. Like, he's just got so many annoying cards that do a lot of damage to bait cards. So if you don't cycle the priority, you will lose. Prince is a necessity on defense, or you're going to get burnt to ashes. Even playing against the most popular decks in the game with Evolved Pekka and ample splash damage, you're still able to splash through with the W as long as you play creatively on defense and soak up the damage that's necessary. Out of all the possible matchups in the game, that is by far the worst one for the deck. So I'm glad that we were able to end the day with a win against it. And not just against an average bear, this guy is insanely good. He finished 978 in the world recently at over 2,800 medals, and if we scroll up, he was 400 and 167 in the world too. The best players in the game with hard counters can still get beaten down by bait. Go drop a Goblin Curse on the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.